Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel. This video, we're going to talk about stacking kind of your farm slash lifestyle business with your personal life and how you know, doing it for fun and profit, right? So here's what the scenario is. I had to take a trip down to Dallas. For those of you who don't know, I'm in Oklahoma, and me and my son went down to Dallas for a Taekwondo national tournament. Trip we've been planning for a while, and it was good times. But what I also needed to do was get some chicken feed for the chickens, right? Now locally here, the best feed I could find was at Tractor Supply for no soy, no GMO feed for about, 50 cents a pound, 20 bucks for a 50-pound bag, right? So what I did, and I got this recommendation from one of the podcasts I listen to, the Survival Podcast, the host there, Jack Spirko. He uses this company for his birds. And I looked them up, and they are the best price in town. If you buy in bulk, and bulk is at least 20 bags, you get a 50-pound bag of no soy, no GMO, no corn feed for like $15.73 a bag, I think is what I paid. But I had to buy 20 bags, 1,000 pounds, which is not a trivial task, right? So this place happens to be in Gainesville, Texas. So do a little mapping. It's like, hey, I'll be going pretty close there for my trip. Well, clearly we got to function stack and get this done, because then, and just to show you, my 03 Honda Pilot is maxed 1,000 pounds. I did the math, and I think I was probably 100 pounds to 200 pounds under the max, max weight for the vehicle loaded down. And suspension's a little squatty, comparatively. I don't know if you can tell. It's a little squatty, but it worked. The weight and balance was a little off. The steering felt a little light, but it worked well, and we got her done. So, but 20 bags fit beautifully. But the big thing I wanted to talk about in this is that I was already planning on making a trip, right, down to Texas, for the Taekwondo tournament with my son. So that was already budgeted. But because I was able to get feed for the business, I can deduct the mileage for that trip, that portion of the trip, right? Not the whole thing, but the portion, which is a good chunk, for the business. And I got feed for the chickens, which is the cheapest I could get, that still has the quality I want, which ultimately lowers my, basic business practices, right? This lowers my cost of goods sold. And by virtue of lowering my cost of goods sold, it increases my profit, right? All good things. And by running this as a bona fide farm business, right? At least in the state of Oklahoma, I get to do these things. So I can deduct the cost of feed from my taxes. I can deduct the mileage from my taxes. Now, I'm not a tax attorney. I'm not a CPA. Consult your own for your specific situation. I just tell you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So the thesis statement and the takeaway from this video is simple, is that always be thinking about these things. If you start your little homestead business doing whatever, right? If you can have some level of self-employment to produce a product or a service, then you can take advantage of the tax code and you can lower your taxes and save money. And every less tax dollar that you pay is more back in your pocket that you can use for your family, instead of spending it on some crazy government program that you would never in a million years want your money to go to. So I hope you guys find this useful, if not for the, just the discussion of taking advantage of the tax code for your own betterment. The fact that, hey, if you didn't know, an 03 Honda Pilot can, in fact, haul 1,000 pounds of feed across state lines with absolutely no trouble. So, as always, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.